The New York Jets take on the New England Patriots this weekend for the home opener. And what I wanted to do for you today is break down the schematical challenges that Bill Belichick and Josh McDaniels are going to propose to the Jets OC and DC. Starting with the offense, the New England Patriots are going to be in 12 personnel a ton. It's going to be difficult for the New York Jets. It's going to be difficult for the Jets because their best package is with Michael Carter II on the field in nickel, but you cannot get that personnel out against Hunter Henry, Jonnu Smith, and the New England Patriots offensive line. They'll run the ball on you all day. They're going to force the New York Jets to get into their base defense. Last week against Miami on 70 snaps, they were in 12 personnel 54% of the time, and they ran it a ton out of that look. 63% of the time, they ran the ball out of 12 personnel. They were in 21 a little bit as well with a fullback, and then they were in 11 personnel just 34% of the time. The Jets are going to have their challenges. Let's have a look at the film and see what the New England Patriots are trying to do when they both run and pass the football. Welcome in everybody to the Play Like a Jet film room. I'm Luke Grant, and let's jump straight into the running game. This is the first play of the Patriots Week 1 opener against the Miami Dolphins, and they run that traditional Patriots gap scheme. What you're going to see here, I've drawn it up for you. You've got effectively get a helmet on a helmet. You've got man gapping, and they open up the crease between the B gap with the guard and the tackle on the play side. As we let the play roll now, you'll see the center does an awesome job climbing to the linebacker, and a very important block just there from number 16. The wide receiver does an excellent job sealing off the safety, and it opens up the lane. As we watch it up front one more time, they do an excellent job getting a hat on a hat. Running back reads the lane, and that's far too easy for the New England Patriots. I'll give you another example of it. This one's more an outside zone look, so the running back's going to run to the right of screen, the left-hand side of the formation. But because of the alignment of the defensive tackles, they don't really need to affect the combo blocks. So as we pause it right about here, you've got the center and the guard taking on the backside, well, it's really a nose tech in the linebacker. And then you've got the guard and the tackle climbing on the other side. They do a nice job sealing. And the running back's role here is to read from D gap to C gap to B gap. He finds the cutback lane and nearly takes it for a touchdown. That's a really nice play, and that's what you're going to see a ton of from the New England Patriots. A little bit of zone, but a whole lot of gap scheme man blocking. What do they do off those really nice running and gap schemes? They run some play action. What you're going to see here is not your traditional slow developing down the field. This is the feature of their offense. 1, 2, 3, foot in the ground. Look how quickly Mac Jones plants that right foot in the ground. The ball's out of his hand. Even though it's a play action, they don't want him holding the ball. They're not looking to push it vertically down the field. Get it out of the rookie's hand and make it as easy as possible for him to get rid of the football. And you see it again. Quick, short game over the middle. Nice, easy read. Really nice play. Now we're going to get into what I call the Tom Brady offense, and it is back. Josh McDaniels, everything off of the quick 3 and 5 step drops, and it's get the ball out of Mac Jones' hand. Don't make him be aggressive. Just find the open guy because it will be there if you read the defense correctly. From the back angle here, he's going to throw a little hitch to the left-hand side of the screen, and look at it. It's just 1, 2, 3, get rid of the ball. 1, 2, 3, back foot in the ground, and he throws the hitch wide open underneath. You're going to see this 6 or 7 times. It's going to get monotonous, but I want to show you what the Jets have in store for them. This isn't a vertical scheme. This is going to be make sure you tackle, make sure you're in good zone recognition, playing in front of you, and closing speed. This play here, we've got a little sprint out on 3rd down. Again, it's not a read. It's not a long developing play. It's get outside the pocket, make it easy for yourself, and try and hit that guy in the flat. Does a nice job of it. It's a 1st down. Keep it moving. Short gains, death by 1,000 paper cuts. Again, 11 personnel, and like I said at the top, they're very predictable. They're not trying to disguise what they're doing. When they're in 11, there's a pretty good chance they're going to pass the football. They spread it out and try and clear up the picture for Mac Jones. This time, it's just 1, 2, 3, back foot and hitch. Look how simple that is over the middle. 1, 2, 3, back foot, hitch. One more time, we're going to watch it. You just see how quickly, when that back foot hits the ground, that he releases the ball and gets it to the open man. Exact same play again. Look at it. This is more a little sit over the middle, maybe a slant against man coverage, depending on the read. But Mac Jones doesn't connect. But again, it's just 1, 2, and get rid of the football. On this occasion, it's a rub. So they're going to kind of use a little bunch here. They do a little pick play or rub play, and you'll see the slot receiver, the 3 receiver, come open. But just again, it's a 3-step drop, get the ball out of Mac Jones's hands. This isn't me cherry picking plays. This is the New England Patriots offense, I promise you. The best play he did have though was this really nice drive between the hash marks like we saw against Philadelphia in the preseason. That's where he thrives. This was his only big time throw in that week 1 matchup. Off a little 5-step drop, steps up and just drives a dart in there. That's the best part of Mac Jones's game. The Jets will have to be on their game between the hashes and between the numbers. Make him beat you vertically outside of there. But that was a really nice play from Mac Jones. Shows the arm talent. He's just not asked to do it very often. Now let's flip it over and take a look at what Bill Belichick is going to bring to the table and the challenges he's going to present to the New York Jets offensive line in particular, because they really struggled against these looks with linebackers at the line of scrimmage, disguising blitzes. Against the Panthers, there were too many free rushes, whether that's Connor McGovern's fault or Zach Wilson's. It doesn't really matter. The Jets had issues, and this is the worst possible time for those to come to the forefront. The first play we're going to look at, it looks on the surface like the Patriots have a 4 down front. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see I've numbered them. But realistically, there's 2 down linemen and 4 linebackers on the field. What's going to happen? Well, when you think you're getting heated up through the A gap, you look to the flats and you try and find your, quick open throw and that hot receiver. But the Patriots do such a good job. Both their Will and Sam that they've walked down to the line of scrimmage, they buzz out and they get out to the flats to take away the hot. And now you're going to see a little twist from the linebackers underneath. Look what it does to Tua. Off the snap here, he sees pressure. Okay, I've got the linebackers coming through the middle. I've got a blitz coming here. Tua Tagovailoa looks to throw to the right of screen quickly. It's not there. Flips his eyes. It's not there. And he bails. This is perceived pressure. This is trickeration. This is a 4-man rush. That's all this is. But Bill Belichick does a great job with the diversity and how multiple his front is. And he confused Tua. And I think it's going to be trouble for Zach Wilson. Like we saw with Sam Darnold in 2019, this is a difficult matchup for them. This time from the back view, another play where linebackers lurking, 2 down linemen. Who's going to come? Who's going to blitz? Let's see if we can ID it and pick it up. What happens again? They bail the ends and they bring the linebackers. But Tua Tagovailoa actually finds the solution to the problem this time. And this is what Zach Wilson needs to do. Understanding if it's zone, if it's man, what they're playing behind it. That linebacker's got a long way to go in man coverage, and he has a nice job finding the receiver and the running back in the flat. So you're going to see a lot of this. Who's coming? The one thing you didn't see a ton of is actually all-out blitzes. They didn't do a lot against Miami. I would bet my bottom dollar that they're going to do more of it against the Jets. And then finally, what are the Patriots going to play behind it? They're going to play a lot of man coverage. I'm intrigued to see if he plays J.C. Jackson on Corey Davis. Will he bracket him with the number 2 the number 2 corner and the safety? It's intriguing, but this is what you're going to see. Tight man coverage, press, beat your guy one-on-one and make Zach Wilson take on the pressure, throw with pressure in his face, and find the open receiver. Tua struggled with it. The Dolphins only scored 17 points. Zach Wilson's going to have to be better than that. I think he can be, but it presents a difficult challenge for the New York Jets. So that brings us to the end of this video, taking a look at the New England schematics and what you can expect. It's a quick 3 and 5 step passing game. Get the ball out of Mac Jones's hands. It's going to be 11 personnel when they're passing. It's going to be 12 and 21 when they're running the football. Some play action mixed in and very multiple and diverse fronts. Lots of linebackers in the game when they're on defense. Going to be a challenge for the Jets. Let's see if they're up to it. Can't wait to find out.